Hey guys, it's Brandon. I'm super excited to bring you this one. If you're thinking about building new construction here in Delaware, I got the perfect place for you. Today, behind where we're gonna go tour this model, this is the Lewis model in Felton, Delaware. We're in the community of Pinehurst Village out here in Felton. The builder out here is Ashburn. They build this entire neighborhood. This neighborhood has been established. It's been around 20, 25 years, but they're building in the back half of the section. So I thought I'd take this time. I have showed you a few in here before, but take the time and actually tour this Lewis model here. So with that being said, obviously my name is Brandon Windom, and I help people buy and sell homes here in Delaware. I've lived here my entire life, and on this channel I talk about everything Delaware related when it comes to real estate. And if you're thinking about potentially buying or selling a home here in Delaware, I'd love to have a conversation to see if it makes sense for us to work together. So I'll put my info on screen now, and again in the description below. Obviously guys, feel free to reach out. So with that being said, let's turn this around. Here we are. This is the Lewis model here. This one, the way it's configured right now, it's a 3-bed, 2-bath, right around, I want to say 1,800 square feet. They're building, this one has a sidecar garage, but they don't do sidecar garages here anymore. But yeah, you get to pick your elevation. Oh yeah, obviously, you know, before we move on, if you guys are thinking about building any new construction, honestly, here, wherever, just remember that you're going to want to make sure you reach out to your realtor first, so that you can be properly represented, no matter if it's me, not me, but make sure you just reach out to me first, and then we can get out here, schedule a appointment and kind of go through everything. Again, like I said, it's a Lewis model here. It's 3-bed, 2-bath. It is a ranch style, so 1 floor. So as we go in here, you got the ceilings here, and as soon as you come in, obviously greeted by the luxury vinyl plank here. Right here on this side is you're going to be your first additional bedroom. Obviously this very decent sized bedroom. Let me get in the closet here. I got a few things in here, but you know, decent, pretty standard closet here. I mean, it feels like the overall vibe in this house is maybe for someone who's looking to maybe downsize a bit and just need some additional rooms here, maybe for guests or whoever you're living with. Your full bath is going to be right here as well. This is all tiled. Obviously, this is all going to be upgraded here in the model. And you do have a full tub. I know some of these, they're only stand-up showers, but you do have a full tub in this one here. I do like these little pillars here. Ashburn is a custom builder. So with these floor plans, they can be tweaked to your specific liking, depending on what you need or what fits your individual situation the best. Here's your second bedroom here. Right now this is kind of set up as an office type deal. These are all pretty sizable bedrooms. And like I said, again, if they are custom here. So if you wanted to, change some things around that fits your, individual needs, they can do that as well. Obviously it's gonna cost you a little bit, but you gotta pay if you wanna play. So right here, we have like a formal dining room. So I know in this particular model, this isn't typically the way that it comes. This would be closed. I believe there would be a wall here and this would be closed out. But they do have it set up this way, in the particular model. This model has been here a little bit, so there are like a few changes here and there. But for the most part, everything that they offer, they still do. This is a little coat closet here, and they do have it running throughout. Again, like I said, I mean, in this, obviously, in these model homes, obviously they put all the bells and whistles in here. So I'm gonna try to see what I can identify that how it comes or how it doesn't come. But again, if you do have any questions, just reach out to me and we can figure out what all comes standard, what doesn't come standard, and what that would look like. But again, so this all leads in. So it's a very open floor plan. So that leads to the kitchen, and then it just opens up into this living area. So right over here, we have the kitchen. We have like a little table here, a little table for eating. You don't necessarily have to, put that there, but whatever your aesthetic will need. Right here, here's that entrance that led from obviously the formal dining room. Guys, any feedback is appreciated to make these videos better. Obviously, I usually have like a cameraman with me and he gets all the great angles and everything else, but every now and again I like to do it myself. I mean, I paid for this, pay for this camera, so want to get some use out of it for you guys. So you have the built-in shelves all around. Obviously, this is all an upgrade, but just to show you a different configuration on what you can do, you get the little show here where you could put, decorative knickknacks or anything you wanted. You do have a dedicated pantry in this one. It isn't huge, but at least you do have a pantry that you could set up. You could change these racks and kind of maximize your storage here. And then you have the door, so to where as though it's hidden when it's not in use. Countertop, electric cooktop. They do offer natural gas in this neighborhood. They do have natural gas out here, so if you wanted a gas fireplace, you could do that. Obviously, you got the big island here, farm style sink with the undermount. There is enough, space here to get some chairs underneath if you wanted to do a bar style setting. I don't know how I feel about these lights being this low. I don't know if I want them that low, but that's how they decided to set it up. Over here, so these are some of the different models that they offer here to build. I don't know why this is this way. I gotta fix this. I swear I'm not OCD, but yeah, I just need to fix that. So, but all these models can be built in this neighborhood. I know you're probably wondering what's going on over there. So that's actually leading into the basement. So that's what makes this floor plan a little bit different. But move forward, we have this huge open space over here, and it's kind of divided by this column right here. I think you could change that column out if you didn't want that, or if you wanted not a wall, but a more solid post. Some people, don't really like it, but you got a fireplace here. And again, all of this can be, tweaked a little bit. So that's one of the good things about this particular builder is since they are custom, you can kind of tweak the floor plan to what suits you best. You got the high ceilings here with the crown molding coming across. Over here is where, attached to this is going to be your primary suite. But this is right here, we have the laundry room, and this is a pretty big laundry room to do whatever you need to do in here. There's more than enough space. And right here, they have like a little built-in, so you could, a bench to sit down. So when you're getting your shoes out or coming from the garage, you can just drop all this off, put your coat up there, take your shoes off. Here's actually the garage, 2-car garage here. Like I said, this one is the side entry. They don't do the side entry anymore, not in this neighborhood. They do have other neighborhoods that I'll probably briefly mention a little bit once we get a little bit deeper in here, where you can get something like that. So let's head into the primary suite. So we got our primary here, big high ceilings with the crown molding. Makes this room feel very big. King size bed, obviously, so you get more of an idea here. So plenty of space. You're gonna have your ensuite bathroom here, and they just kept the tile in here. Dual vanity. They do have something really cool in here. want to show you. See people get pretty hype about. I think it's pretty cool myself. So, full tile shower, but we got the dual shower head. So, you know, if you're short on time and you and your significant other are in the bathroom, and, you know, some people like it, you know, scorchingly hot. Some people like it cold. You know, you got two different shower heads here, so you can do that. And then over here, you got your walk-in closet. I know some people don't like this, but this is kind of the norm I'm seeing now, honestly. To where as though your primary closet is going to be in your primary bathroom. I know some people don't care for it. I kind of didn't understand it at first when I first bought my house, because I had full disclosure. I actually lived in this neighborhood. I didn't get my house built by them. I mean, he was the builder, but I built my I bought my house as a foreclosure like way back in the day. When I was there, I was walking through and I'm like, where is the master closet at? And then sure enough, I walked in to the bathroom. I didn't know where the toilet was either, because I had never seen, I'm not gonna say I'd never seen, but I wasn't accustomed to seeing houses where, you know, the toilet was, you know, a water closet. So same thing here as well. But yeah, it was in there. It took me some getting used to, and you know, down the line after I got my real estate license, I started to see that it's kind of like I'm not gonna say a trend, but that's kind of the norm now. This floor plan is really popular. I think it's just because it's so open. No matter where you are, if you're, like I said, if you're in the kitchen, you're watching a game, no matter where, it feels like very, very open, and everyone's still very connected. And this is one thing that's a little bit different. So there is no really like true separation. Like, it's not behind a door or anything, as far as the basement. Out here in this neighborhood, all the homes, you know, come with a basement. They'll come unfinished, but obviously this is the model. So they finished this one out, and you could do it the same if you wanted to. So here they kind of finished it out. This is their design studio as well. So this would be where you would pick out, you know, your selections for your cabinetry, your siding, all that other good stuff. But down here, obviously, is finished. I guess I can mention this now since we are right here. So this is actually the plot map here for Pinehurst. A little, I guess when we ride through the neighborhood, you'll kind of see they're still just building right here for the most part, but it's all going to connect and, you know, come out. But I guess you'll see what I'm talking about. As far as they do build in another neighborhood as well, Abbott's Pond. This is in Greenwood. This is the site map for this. So all the houses that are built in here can be built there, and vice versa. But the big difference about this one is that these are bigger lots. These lots are about a ½ acre, if not bigger. But obviously that means you're going to be on well and septic, and you're going to be a little bit further south. The price difference isn't honestly too crazy. Not very much, but obviously it's location. So again, these are the two. They build in a couple of different other places as well, but with that being said, let's go through here. So they made this an additional bedroom. Here's going to be your egress, your egress windows. You can do like the side walkout as far as the basement if you want your own entrance to and from the basement. I love it. I have it in my house. I think it's really convenient, especially if you're having like a get together or something. You don't want to drag everybody through your house, especially if you have like a fence or something. You can just be like, oh, come through the fence, and then just come right downstairs, and you can leave it unlocked and people can just come in. You know, another little walk in here. So, I mean, obviously this is big enough down here as if you did have like in-laws or anything like that. This is almost like another apartment, or obviously you could use it as any type of space you want. Does have a full bathroom as well. Just, you know, pretty standard, a bath insert, toilet and vanity, but I mean, it's gonna be everything you need for the most part. again, these are the selections. So if you did decide to build in this neighborhood, you would come here, pick out your selections, how you want the house done. It is, I can tell you from experience, it is very overwhelming. And so with these ranchers, with these ranch style models, I don't think people really realize how big these are. So with a ranch style, you're pouring the entire foundation of the house. So the basement is the total footprint of the house as well. So basically, if you decided to finish it out or anything like that, it's going to be pretty much doubling your square footage. You do have the tankless water heater, which is the norm out here. So tankless water heaters. And again, like I said, there's just a ton of space. They didn't even go back as far as they could, as far as like finishing this basement out. I'm walking all behind, like this is all the drywall. I mean, that's the shower right there. So I mean, I'm just walking all behind this. So obviously, this is how the house will come with this unfinished look with the vapor barrier. But there's more than enough space. There's more than enough space out here to do whatever you wanted. So I mean, even with them finishing out those rooms, there's still a whole bunch of additional space here if you wanted to, if you needed it for like storage or anything like that. If maybe you're downsizing or you're just taking everything out of your 2-story house and putting it into a 1-story home. So yeah, you can definitely a bunch of space and a ton of space. Again, obviously your selections. It does get a little bit overwhelming. So there's pros and cons when it comes to, these custom builds. Honestly, I don't think people, sometimes if you've never built in a house before, there's a lot that goes along with it, especially all the selections, and you can just get fatigued and you can get overwhelmed sometimes. So with the custom builders, it's it's pros and it's cons, because you do have that level of customization. But when you get that level of customization, there's a lot of options and a lot of decisions that need to be made, and sometimes you don't realize exactly how many there are. But with that being said, this is the whole house. I didn't really mention price too much. So this one, as of right now, obviously guys, everything just depends on when exactly you're, watching this video. But as of now, as I'm recording it, for this particular base model, I think it's right around like $435,900, something like that. Like, don't quote me on that, because again, these prices change all the time, especially with all the nonsense that's going on with, with the presidency and all the other nonsense we got going on. So these prices are changing pretty quickly. So I mean, again, another reason to kind of get in, if it works for you now, just so you don't have to worry about it later. But with that being said, we're gonna go outside, and I'm gonna actually drive over to the new section, kind of show you some of the lots that they have out there, and then obviously we'll just go out and drive around, and I'll bring you to like where the main road is and kind of show you the area a little bit. So let's go do that. All right, so this is gonna take you through the neighborhood here. So I mean, we just went through the model. The model is literally the first house in the development. So I'm just gonna take you down. This is Belfry. This is the main road. As far as the community itself, been here a while. I mean, I moved here probably in 2016, I think it was, when I bought my house. I mean, it's been pretty quiet. Never really heard too much. Nice neighborhood. Different mix of people, different mix of families, retirees and people, everything. You see a lot of military through here as well, just because we're so close to the military base. Right off of Irish Hill, you just take Irish Hill into one, and then you can take one to the base or wherever you need to go. So really nice central location. School district is Lake Forest District, so still rated, I think it was rated number 10 when I looked at it on niche.com last time. So decent school district, but it is the weaker one compared to Caesar Rodney, that's literally 2 minutes down the road. So this is all the old existing portion that we're just riding through here. So the new the new where they're building at is right up here to the right at the stop sign that you're gonna see me come up to, and those are the lots that they're building, and they're all gonna, you know, kind of build it out, build it all the way out, and I think they're saying they're gonna put another entrance as well. I'm not sure, but that'll come, you know, down the line. Yeah, and as you can see, you know, there's kids out here, families out here. So this is the new section that they're building in. So I don't know if you remember the map or not, but that'll go down like right in front of us here. That'll go down further, and then over here as well. It's kind of hard to see a little bit. Sorry. You'll see it when I come the other way, but that'll come down as well. Through here is where the majority of the newest builds are coming in at. It's all kind of dirt right now. Obviously, it kind of won't mean much to you, but this is like where the 140, 141, and all those other things was on the map. So I guess if you look back at that plat map when I was down in the basement, you can kind of see. But here's some of the, you can see here. Here's some of the lots out here. And then over on this side as well, it's the finished one. So if you can kind of see those little green pipes all over there, so they'll actually, you know, build a street, and the street will come across, but there'll be a retention pond in between, or like a pond in between on the other side. So those lots will be actually pretty nice as well once they get into them. So yeah, overall, like I said, it's a pretty quiet neighborhood. As of right now, I'm gonna take us through and actually go through the other side of the neighborhood, and then it'll spit us out right on Irish Hill Road here. What's around here? That's one of the questions I get asked the most. And honestly, I mean, in Felton itself, this neighborhood is very kind of unique, because literally where you see, I don't know if you can see across or not, but literally those houses that are right over there, that's Magnolia. We're we're outside of the city limits of Felton, but it's still considered Felton. I guess that's just the way they, zoned it. Is actually kind of weird. And like I said, I know I said it in other videos if you watch me. I do have a video on the channel about the pros and cons of Felton. But yeah, they're building a ton out here. This is actually a new community they're building as well, like literally right across the street, called Knollwood. And then when I'm driving, where we're gonna drive to, it's actually gonna be Camden. So within the matter of 3 minutes, you're gonna be in 3 different towns. So that's one of the unique things about living here in Delaware, is that nothing's really too far away. And even though you live in a different town, honestly, you may just be a stone's throw away, depending on where you come from or where you're currently at or what have you. That may not be the case, but yeah, Delaware, again, is only 96 miles long. So you're driving, you can drive for 2 hours, get through the entire state, probably 2.5 hours, just depends on traffic. And you can get from the top of the state to the bottom of the state. So nothing's really super far. This is Canterbury. You can actually take Canterbury all the way down to Milford if you wanted to. We're gonna go the opposite way. We're gonna go north. Right here at this stop sign is actually gonna be, DuPont Highway, or Route 13 is gonna be 13 north. If you wanted to take, you can't take the left here. You can go across and take the left, but if you take the left here, that would take you more so closer to the actual town of Felton. And if you followed that down, you would go into Harrington, and the casino, the Harrington Casino, and that's actually where the Delaware State Fair is. And that's coming up. So if you guys are thinking about taking trips here, that's always a great experience. Who can turn down, carnival food and carnival food and everything else. I'm actually going to stop at, it's the Camden Walmart. that's going to be probably the biggest, where you're going to go get your groceries and your everyday stuff. We are going to pass a few restaurants, local libraries, things like that in the meantime. But nothing is far at all. So right here at this light, on my right side, there's going to be a gas station. There's going to be a gas station, so if you need to get gas. On my left side, you got an Arby's, another gas station, and there's a little Woodside shopping center in here. So there's a Walgreens. So if you need medications or, just vitamins or everyday stuff, you got that in there. Liquor store, Chinese place. There's a ice cream place they just opened up, and a physical therapy, and a tattoo, and then a pizza shop. There's a Dollar General right there as well. Piazza Mia, that's a Italian bar and grill. There's a good Mexican place in there, and the actual public library is there as well. Super nice. I don't know if you can see this little sign that's popping up right here. This is welcome to the town of Camden. So right now we're in Camden. We were just in Felton. I showed you how close Magnolia was, and now we're in Camden. And this is probably like one of the bigger, probably if not the biggest shopping center close to this particular neighborhood. And I mean, if you're living in Magnolia, Camden, or Felton, honestly, this is the shopping center you're probably going to utilize the most. So they're kind of connected. There's two. So this first, like if I make this first left here up at the light, this is kind of like where the restaurants are. So there's a Cheddar's, there's a Texas Roadhouse, you got a Lowe's. That's not a restaurant, but you got a Lowe's in there for any type of, obviously, home improvement or anything like that. Obviously, I mean, I'll just take this now. I'll just take this left while I'm here, since this light just turned red. Cheddar's is okay. Scratch Made Kitchen, pretty much American fare for the most part. There's another pharmacy over here as well, Mattress Warehouse, the Lowe's back there. So when you do buy your house, if you want to do any type of improvements, it's right here, not far at all. A little bit further down the road, we got a kind of like a Price Honda. They're pretty fair in there. I mean, I bought my car from there. I drive a Honda. Gotta get that good gas mileage. Definitely gotta get that good gas mileage. Dover Federal Credit Union. So if you if you're looking for a credit union, drive through this little shopping center real quick and kind of show you. So over here, more so on my left, there's another little shopping center here. This is an Aldi. We got, Dollar Tree, Domino's, thrift store, GameStop. There's actually a cigar bar. Well, not a true cigar bar, but they sell cigars and a tropical smoothie. And then as we come across here, I hate this. It's a three-way stop, and it it doesn't suck, but it sucks. Like this. People just don't understand how a three-way stop works. Like some people are like, oh, it's my turn to go. It's not really their turn to go. They didn't stop. Some people are, not stopping, especially when you're on the opposite end of this and you don't have to yield. People just don't know what they're doing. So this is a little bit of a pain, not gonna lie to you. So, but over here, KFC, Taco Bell, Applebee's, Chick-fil-A. But this is the Camden Walmart, and honestly, if you're in the area, this is probably where you're going to be doing, majority of your shopping and everything. It's a typical Walmart. Everything you need, everything you need in there. It's not like one of those super ones. Obviously, one of the downsides to here in Delaware is that they don't sell alcohol. So I know that's kind of a bummer. But you know, that's one of the drawbacks here. But again, guys, I know I was rambling. It was a lot, bit of a longer video, something a little bit different. But obviously, if you have any questions or if you're looking to buy or sell here in Delaware, please hit me up. If you're looking for something a little bit different as far as like new construction, or if you're looking for resales, I do both. I do have a lot more informational channels. A lot more informational videos on the channel. So definitely feel free, check them out. A lot of good info, a lot of other communities as well. And feel free to check them out, and I'll put them right here.